In today's video, we are going to be going over 5 surprising factors that are hurting your metabolism. Metabolism is defined as the chemical reactions that happen in the body in order to maintain life. This includes the breaking down of foods in order to create energy to fuel us, but there is so much more to metabolism than the foods that we eat. Now, when people think of metabolism, they often think of it in the context of weight loss. We often blame a slow metabolism when we have difficulty losing weight. And this is true to an extent. Having poor metabolic health can definitely make it difficult to lose weight and to maintain weight. But another aspect of metabolism that isn't often talked about is how good our bodies are at burning the 2 types of energy, carbohydrates and fat, and how well we can switch between the two, which is known as metabolic flexibility. A lot of us have poor metabolic flexibility, and this makes weight loss really difficult. But the good news is there are things you can do to improve the health of your metabolism. So in today's video, we're going to be going over 5 unexpected factors that might be hurting your metabolism. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Kate. I'm a certified health and nutrition coach. I post videos twice a week here on YouTube on everything from insulin resistance, blood sugar management, weight loss, sleep, and more. So if you want to take control of your metabolic health, make sure to click that subscribe button. And you can also find me on TikTok and Instagram, where I share new posts every single day. The first unexpected factor that might be hurting your metabolism is poor thyroid health. The thyroid is a gland in our neck whose main role is to regulate metabolism and digestion. It takes iodine from the food we eat and combines it with the amino acid tyrosine to create the hormones T3 and T4. When T3 and T4 are released into the bloodstream, they travel to every tissue in the body to help convert oxygen and calories into energy. As a result, these hormones have an impact on how fast your heart is beating and how fast your body is processing the food you eat. Now, if your thyroid isn't functioning properly, this can either speed up or slow down your metabolism. An underactive thyroid means that your body isn't producing enough T3 and T4. Signs of an underactive thyroid include fatigue, constipation, and a slow heartbeat. So basically, everything that's involved in your metabolism is working slower. It even slows down your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. BMR is the base number of calories you need to keep your body functioning. So simply restricting calories in order to lose weight isn't going to be effective if you have an underactive thyroid. You will need to eat very little in order to lose weight because your output is going to be so low. Focusing on improving your thyroid health should be the first step, and weight loss will come. Number 2, not enough sleep. This one often gets overlooked, but not getting enough sleep and not getting enough quality sleep can really hurt your metabolism. Studies have shown that just 1 night of poor sleep impacts several hormones that are involved in your metabolism. Leptin, the hormone responsible for satiety, decreases, and ghrelin, the hormone responsible for hunger, increases. Both of which are going to make you hungrier the entire day. On top of that, our body's sensitivity to insulin temporarily decreases. This means our cells are not going to be able to take in glucose as they should. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you have probably heard me talk about Lumen before. Lumen is a metabolism tracker that measures the CO2 in your breath, and it uses this to determine if you are burning mainly fat or mainly carbohydrates for energy. You'll remember at the beginning of the video, I briefly mentioned metabolic flexibility and how it relates to metabolism. And the issue is a lot of us nowadays are not able to burn fat efficiently. And this is a problem because number 1, it means that we have to rely on carbohydrates for energy. We have to be consistently eating them throughout the day. And number 2, because we're not able to burn fat efficiently, this makes weight loss difficult. Lumen is designed to help you understand your metabolism and how certain factors, such as the quality of your sleep, impact it. And it helps you to use this data to improve metabolic flexibility and your ability to burn fat. Sleep is one thing that I have definitely noticed has a big impact on my metabolism. When I use my lumen after a good night's sleep, I usually find I end up with a score of 1 or 2, which indicates I am burning mainly fat. And this is what you want in the morning. Ideally, overnight, you want your body to burn through all your stored carbohydrates and then switch over to burning fat. But when I get a poor night's sleep, I find that I'm more likely to wake up with a score of 4 or 5, indicating that I'm burning mainly carbohydrates. And this isn't ideal. This can even be a sign that cortisol, the stress hormone, is high. And seeing the difference between what my lumen score is when I get a good night's sleep versus a poor night's sleep has just really helped to solidify for me how important sleep is. I love my lumen. I use it every single day. Not only does it help me to understand my body and my metabolism better, but it also helps me to hold myself accountable. I can pinpoint the diet and lifestyle choices that are impacting me negatively. And having this knowledge makes me less likely to make those choices in the future. If you guys would like to check out the Lumen Metabolism Tracker, you can click the link in the description box down below, and the first 100 people to check it out and use code KATE50 will save $50 off their order. Number 3, you're not eating enough. When we restrict calories for an extended period of time, this slows down our metabolism. Think of it this way. If you aren't eating enough energy to meet your body's energy needs, your body realizes this and cuts back on how much energy it's putting out. Your basal metabolic rate, which is BMR, which we spoke about earlier, slows down because your body thinks, okay, you're only giving me 1,000 calories a day, so I don't want to burn any more than that. And when this happens, your body cuts back on certain processes that are not critical for survival. This is why chronic dieters will experience side effects such as hair loss and being cold all the time. The body is prioritizing keeping your lungs working, keeping your heart beating, and cutting back on the rest. Number 4, you are eating the wrong breakfast. What we eat first thing in the morning has an impact on our metabolism for the entire day. If we start our day with a meal that's high in carbohydrates, think of a bowl of cereal or a glass of orange juice. The body releases insulin in order to take the energy from this food to our cells. And insulin is known as the fat storage hormone because when insulin is high, the body is storing and not burning fat. When insulin is low, that is when fat burning occurs. Now, back to the high carb meal. Because carbs are a quick but short-lived energy source, it's not going to be long before you've burned through that energy and you're hungry again. And if we eat again before our insulin has had a chance to come back down to baseline, then we get stuck in this cycle where we're relying on carbohydrates for energy and not fat. And this is where poor metabolic flexibility starts. Another way to use lumen is before and after you eat to see the impact the meal has had on your metabolism. After a meal that is high in carbohydrates, you'll be able to see that your body is burning those carbs for energy by scoring a 4 or a 5. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's only a bad thing when you notice that you are always in a carb burning state. That is when you will know that you need to work on your body's ability to burn fat. Now, if you eat a meal that's lower in carbohydrates and higher in protein and fat, along with a lower lumen score, you're going to notice more consistent energy and the ability to go longer between meals without getting hangry. Number 5, menstrual cycle. This one, of course, only applies to women, and it's not necessarily hurting your metabolism as much as it's changing it. Because the first and second half of our menstrual cycle look very different. During the first half, our energy is high, we feel motivated, we're going to feel stronger in the gym. But during the second half, it's the opposite. Our energy is going to be lower, it's going to take us longer to recover from a workout, and we're going to feel less motivated. And on top of all of that, we're going to feel hungrier. The reason we feel hungrier is because our metabolism actually speeds up during the second half of our cycle. You can burn up to 300 extra calories a day. So if you feel like you can eat anything and everything right before your period and you're beating yourself up about it, don't worry. It's totally normal. It has nothing to do with motivation or lack thereof. Try to eat more during your meals in order to meet your body's needs and avoid cravings. And those are 5 surprising factors that might be hurting your metabolism. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think any of these 5 things are negatively impacting you. I know it can be frustrating when you feel like you're doing everything right and you're not seeing results, but understanding what is holding you back and making the right choices is key. Because someone with an underactive thyroid, for example, simply telling them they need to eat less, that is useless advice. That is only going to negatively impact their metabolism even more. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Before you go, remember to give it a like, and also remember to check out Lumen and their metabolism tracker. I'll put the link to that in the description box down below. If you did enjoy this video, you might also enjoy my video on signs that you have poor metabolic health. You can check that out here. If you want to catch up on my most recent upload, you can find it here. And if you want to check out my coaching programs, including one that's coming soon that is an insulin resistance masterclass, you can find that here. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.